Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Monday and I hope you all had a great weekend. Well, today as you can see we're going to be starting Streets in Autumn from BiggestCraft and Joy Sunday, of course. And we're going to be starting right over here in this tree, and the color that I'm using is 725. It's kind of a goldish color. Yeah. And I got my little tree needle minder. Yeah. Why not, right? It was kind of a long and drawn out weekend. I didn't do much of anything. Yesterday, my daughter and I went to Walmart. And oh yeah. Well, she got a different car. Not a brand new car, but a different car. And I don't know it when I see it, right? Well, so we're in the grocery store and neither one of us, you know, my back was hurting because it was supposed to snow yesterday. And I don't know, just when the weather changes, it just gets to be kind of bad for both of us because she's got that herniated disc. So we're walking along, and I said, well, you know, you lead the way wherever you want to go, you know. She gets in front of me, and of course, abruptly, I'm not paying attention. I run over the back end of her foot. Yeah, she was not happy with me. So we get through that, get everything we need. We go out to the car to put the stuff in the back end of her car. And I said, well, where's the cart thing? And she got back in the car, and she said, oh, it's over the, you know, it's just like right across to the other row of things, you know. It was a straight line, guys. It was a straight line. So I go over there and I put the cart away. And like I said, I don't recognize that car right off because we've been driving the same. She's been driving the same other one probably for 4 or 5 years. And I turned around and I kind of went at a diagonal from where we were actually parked. And there was a vehicle, and it was white because her other car was white. And I opened the door, and I go to get in, and I kind of look up. You know, it was a little high, but hers was a little high too, you know, to get in. And I look up, and I'm almost sat down, and the door closed, and I look over where she should have been, and there was a dog sitting there. A nice, calm, placid, what do you call it? Like, not a golden, but like a lab type dog. He looked at me, I looked at him, went, ah, shit. He didn't hardly move. Kind of got up, moseyed around, you know, like he was gonna, what the hell's going on, lady? Yeah, what are you doing in my car? Yeah, I got out of there. My daughter thought that was hilarious. Mom, it was a straight shot back to the car. Why did you go that way? I'm like, I don't know. Oh my God, she laughed all the way home. Laughed all the way home. And I was like, oh my God. She goes, well, you're lucky the dog was a friendly one. Like, yeah, no kidding. Oh, brother. Yeah, so we went home and went to the grocery store on the way home, and so she wouldn't come out because it was going to snow. It was looking bad over the mountain. No, I didn't do nothing. Yeah. So, fun times. I'm like, you can't take Grandma anywhere. Told you, guys, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Oh, my God. That was the most excitement that happened on the weekend. Or what can I say? Stitched on the ladies yesterday. We'll call them the Red Chamber ladies. I about got one little corner whooped. Don't get too excited. So, I stitched on that. It was very enjoyable. So, yeah. And I got, at Walmart, I got one of those, oh, what do you call it? vegetable lasagnas, and they had it in a smaller size. They didn't have the, we'll call it the banquet size, you know, that's like 13 by 9 or bigger. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, they had the smaller one, so I got that for dinner. I ate a little bit when I put it in the oven and cooked it and everything, so I had some about 2 o'clock, and then I had some more of it like, about 6 or 7 o'clock. Yeah, I love that stuff, but Walmart's the only place that actually carries it, so in our town. We don't have big stores. But I'm kind of glad that they have it in a smaller size now. Because that big size, I'd have to cut it all up. It's like making lasagna from scratch. Cut it all up and put it in the freezer so I'd have it for another time because I didn't want it to go bad. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I stitched on the, call it the butterfly, almost said lady, butterfly fairy lady thing. Yeah, I really like that. 'Cause you can do a little half cross stitch and you can do a little full stitch. It's awesome. So, very good pick on that one. I didn't start anything else. I just did not feel like it. I know. It's kind of uncanny for me, huh? So, I thought we'd start up here on these trees. Was going to start a little further over, like in the middle, but that was too awkward to stitch with and film at the same time. So, here we are, and this is what we're doing. So, has anybody got their menu ready for Thanksgiving? I know, it's a month away. Well, not a month, but a little less than a month. Not a big deal. Yeah, I don't know. Every year I always say, I'm going to make something different. I am really sick of what I'm making, you know, because I've been doing it for, good Lord, 40, 50 years. Yeah, it's time to do something else, but yeah, we always end up with the same stuff. Sad but true. And usually the kids are doing the cooking, so I just let them carry on and just tell me what to bring. So, my granddaughter, she doesn't like turkey, so we have something else for her. So that works out. And she can't eat pork. It's like she's allergic to pork, so I think they get her a steak or something, you know. You know, I don't know what that symbol is. I may have to go back and stitch it, but for the most part, maybe there's supposed to be a French knot there. I don't know. Is there? Yeah, well, there's one. But I don't think that's the actual place for it, but okay. But yeah, I've been stitching on that big one. It's going to take a hot moment, but yeah. And wrestling that material. I can understand why everybody started in the lower left-hand corner. It's on the floor as it is. But the stitching, I mean, it's easy to see the symbols and that kind of thing. So, yeah, hang on just a second. Sorry, I thought that was that guy coming back. Yesterday, this guy that I know from the store, I mean, he comes into the store. He does another line of work for what he works at, you know. But anyway, he used to be friends with my daughter, him and his sister back when they were in middle school, high school. He came over and he dumped a load, well, little load, if you will, of dirt where I parked my car, because 9 out of 10 times it's a mud waller trying to get out if it has rained a whole bunch. So he filled all that in for me, and he was going to come back and work on the trees here in my yard. it's not my tree, it's the park's tree, if you will. And I thought maybe he was coming back, but because I heard a vehicle, but it wasn't him at all. So maybe he just ran out of time. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I was really happy that he came in. Filled that hole in. It's been like that probably, oh gosh, 4 or 5 years. There might have been a little bit of gravel there when I got here, but he filled it in real good. Otherwise, it's just like a lake when you go to get out, parked and get out, and then you got to go around and get groceries, so this will help. It'll be lovely. Just lovely. But yeah, like I was saying on that big one, the symbols are very easy to see, so I'm not having an issue there. It'll be fun to work on. I picked some smaller areas to start on. Oop, gotta pull that in a little bit more. So, because I really didn't want to commit to anything huge, so we'll see how much progress I make over the next week or so. I like to stitch on the other ladies as well. Okay, I'm going to have to end that. I'm sorry. Where are we at? I thought that was the same symbol, and it's not. It's fine. It looks like an upside down triangle. Where are we here? Guess we'll go over here and work in this area. Guess I didn't need to clip that down. I was just the material to get it out of my way. Now it's more clipped down and in my, whoop, nope. Come on, kids. Get it together. But yeah, I love the colors in this, so yeah, we'll see how this progresses. I really want to do that part. That looks like fun. But not the back stitching part. You know how that goes. We'll see. No grand plans for this week. I think my daughter's kind of recuperating from Thanksgiving. Not Thanksgiving. Halloween. Holy cow, I got Thanksgiving on the brain. Goodness gracious. This pretty much looks like straightforward stitching too. Yeah, there's going to be some half cross stitches, but I mean, all the symbols are real easy and cut and dry. It's going to be that back stitching that makes this picture, which is okay. We'll just work from one piece to another piece to another piece and just keep stitching. Sometimes I don't like complications. I just want to stitch or something different, you know. I've got all that symbol there. We'll see what we got down here where my hand is at. Got all them in there. There's about, we'll call it 6 different symbols in that tree. Maybe that, but it will be pretty when it's done. I just love fall and all the colors. I like the way that snow makes the ground look, but oh well, that's especially as well. Move that needle before I drive it through my hand. You know, so They're the most dramatic parts of the year that I like. Oh, I do like it when the flowers come out in the spring, and because you're usually coming out of winter and going, God, something grow, please. Yeah. And I like summer, but it doesn't need to be quite so hot. You know. So, guess that's why I like fall and winter. I like things a little bit cooler. But we don't have humidity. We might have some heat, but it usually never lasts very long. My daughter and I were noticing on the way back from Walmart how much the trees had turned to brown. You know, like the leaves had turned to brown. So, it took them a hot moment to get that point, but this year they're just they're falling off my tree here. They're all over my porch. I have an elm tree, so it doesn't change, you know, to red or gold or green, you know, tan or anything like that. It just stays green. And these little bitty leaves, about like that big, yep, they fall off that tree. So I don't know if it's an elm or an ash, or I have no idea what kind it is. So, but it doesn't change colors. Never has. If it did, you'd think the sky was falling. It loves to shed them little bitty, itty bitty, teeny tiny leaves everywhere. I just sweep them off the porch, and then the wind carries them back. So, some days it doesn't even pay to sweep. When that wind blows, sometimes we get lots of little tiny branches, you know, like 10 or 12 inches long. They fall off that tree, so it's been there probably since my kids were little, and maybe a bit beyond all that. So, I'm about to run out of thread. We're almost there. Come on, come on, come on. Just one more. Let's do this. We got this. I notice I have lots more thread left over at the end of my sewing on an 11 count than I do on 14 count. I can get it way down there. About inch to half an inch. This one's about 2. But there was no room to turn around. Well, we got all of those, so, oh, no, I missed one whole line. Dagnabbit. Oh, well, we'll get it. It'll be fine. But yeah, this is going to be really pretty. You can almost see that. Let me pull you down. There you go. Kind of a funny looking tree, but I guess each one of these big leaves you go around with some of the black. So it'll be different. Alright guys, thanks for joining me today. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye bye. Keep stitching.